organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up this morning on Daily Iowan TV, a false report of an active shooter shook Burge Residence Hall this weekend. And later in the show, concerns over recent clown incidents have students anxious as they prepare for Halloween.
Iowa football seems to be on the right track after the 9th consecutive road win against Purdue.
We have the highlights coming up.
All the latest stories are coming your way. Stay right where you are watching Daily Iowan TV. Good morning, Iowa City, and thank you for tuning in to this Monday morning edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Nikki Crossway. This weekend, Burge Residence Hall had quite the scare, and it led to a lockdown of all of the East Side residence halls. Our Daily Iowan TV reporter Noah Gowdy has a story.
At 5:08 p.m. on Saturday, October 15th, the University of Iowa Police Department received a call from a student saying that they had a friend in Burge that texted them that there was an active shooter in the building. A statement released by the university says the police department immediately responded and were on scene within 2 minutes of the call. Students were evacuated from the building and officers entered Burge Hall armed with assault rifles. Students being evacuated were told to keep their hands out of their pockets by officers in order to maintain safety for everyone around. Exactly 8 minutes after the phone call, the University of Iowa Police Department received another call from the person stating that their friend had told them that it was all just a joke. Those two students were then taken in for further questioning, and no arrests have been made as of yet. The entire event spanned over a time of approximately 8 minutes, but students were not let back into the building until 5:45 p.m. Students were upset and in shock at the events that took place throughout the entire process.
I was freaking out. I was shaking in my room, and then with seeing all the cops really freaked me out, especially with the guns that they were pointing at the doors to get in. And I didn't know if I should go out or shouldn't.
The University of Iowa has seen some criticism for not sending out a hawk alert to their students over what was going on in the residence hall. They said in their statement that the police concluded the threat was not credible, so they did not send out the alert. Reporting from Burge Hall in downtown Iowa City, Noah Gowdy, Daily Iowan TV.
The third sexual assault of the semester was reported to the University of Iowa Police this weekend. The assault occurred on an East Side campus residence hall early on this past Saturday morning. The suspect approached the victim at about 2 in the morning and then took her to a nearby corner of the building where the incident took place. The police reported the suspect left when the victim began yelling. UI police said the victim described the suspect as a 6'3" male and added that he appeared to be older than an average college-age student. The university encourages students to report sexual assaults by calling 911 or 319-335-5022. For additional support, you can contact the Rape Victim Advocacy Program 24/7 at 319-335-6000. With recent events creating a tense environment on campus, I'm hoping that we have some sunny weather to look forward to. To find out more, I'll send it over to Becca Skadden in the weather studio. Becca, what can we expect this week?
Well, good news, Nikki. Sunny skies and high temperatures are in the forecast this week. We're looking at temperatures warming up to 76 degrees this afternoon with partly cloudy skies. Monday evening, temperatures will stay up around 75 degrees. Tuesday morning, we're looking at temperatures around 59 degrees, but expect to warm up slightly by the afternoon. Let's take a look at the rest of our week. Wednesday, we're looking at cooler temperatures with a high of 67 and partly cloudy skies, with a 20% chance of some showers. Thursday, temperatures continue to cool off with a high of 60 degrees and partly cloudy skies. As we head into the weekend, expect to see sunny skies. Friday, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s for most of the day. Saturday and Sunday are not looking much different, with temperatures in the 60s with sunny skies. That's your weather, Iowa City. Nikki, back to you.
With Halloween only 2 weeks away, students have been expressing concerns about the recent clown sightings. While students all over campus will no doubt be dressed up, everyone wants to be sure that they will remain safe from clowns who aren't just celebrating Halloween. Daily Iowan reporter Alexis Tansey got the scoop on how students and costume stores are preparing for Halloween in this regard.
All across the nation, there have been sightings of clowns attempting to scare people. There have even been a few clown sightings here in Iowa City. With Halloween coming up, the fear of clowns is bigger than ever.
Don't know if people are just doing it to be funny or if there is actually a threat with the clowns.
The on-campus costume store Ragstock has been looking out for people purchasing clown costumes. Clown costumes have never really been popular, but Ragstock's assistant manager was surprised their popularity did not spike this year. Although they have not sold any clown costumes this year, they are still looking out for the possibility that someone will buy one.
So if we were to have a customer come up with like a clown costume, it would definitely like factor into the conversation of like, oh, you know, like what are you using this for? You know, is it just for fun, or are you going to try to scare people?
With Halloween just around the corner, the fear of clowns is still being talked about. Costume stores like Ragstock are on the lookout for suspicious activity regarding the costumes they carry. Lily DeTay advises students not to dress as clowns this year, just pick a different costume. This is Alexis Tanzi, Daily Iowan TV.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump has called for Democratic rival Hillary Clinton and himself to be subjected to drug tests prior to the next presidential debate. Trump accused Clinton of using performance-enhancing drugs before last week's debate, claiming that she seemed energetic in the beginning but lost steam towards the end. He provided no further evidence to back up his claims. The Clinton campaign responded saying that the claim was an attempt to distract voters from showing up on Election Day. The issue will likely be addressed when the two candidates square off in the third and final presidential debate that will take place this Wednesday, the 19th, at the University of Nevada in Las Vegas. Late last week, Outside Magazine broke news that the Great Barrier Reef of Australia had passed away. However, new reports claim that the reef is not dead, but is in extreme danger due to fishing, mining, and burning off fossil fuels causing bleaching. Bleaching can occur when coral is put under extreme stress by changes in conditions such as light or nutrients, causing the coral to turn white. According to a report by the Arc Center of Excellence, 93% of the reef has been affected by bleaching, which has put the reef in danger of extinction. With over 2 million visitors to the reef each year, governments, scientists, and charities are working to ensure that future generations will be able to appreciate the reef in the years to come. If you're planning to visit the Great Barrier Reef anytime soon, you might experience a new procedure with getting your passport photo. Effective November 1st, those who are seeking new passports will be required to take off their glasses before having their photo taken. The unavoidable issue of glasses glare in the photos has caused processing delays for jet setters. However, the new rule does have exceptions. The State Department said in a press release, quote, "Applicants may wear glasses only in rare circumstances of documented medical necessity during urgent travel." Last year, more than 200,000 passports customers submitted their poor quality photos that interfered without processing passport applications. The change is aimed to minimize delays. Well, in good news, Iowa Hawkeye football brought home the win from Purdue. Ashlyn and Colin have more on the story in the sports studio. Guys?
Thanks, Nikki. Well, Colin, it was an exciting win for the Hawkeyes. Even more exciting that the offense finally got the ball moving down the field.
Yeah, definitely, Ashley. You know, solid running game the entire game, and CJ made some really nice throws. Just wasn't the same defense you see week to week.
I agree. As you saw Iowa's defense get the job done last weekend at Minnesota, Saturday at Purdue, it was a little different.
Instead, it was the offense that was in charge of Iowa's 49-35 win against the Boilermakers.
First quarter, Iowa went 3 straight drives, scoring touchdowns every single time.
The first touchdown was a 67-yard drive. It ended in a 1-yard rush by LaShawn Daniels. Iowa had 7-0.
Next Iowa drive, we see quarterback CJ Beathard getting more into the run game as he goes in for the 15-yard touchdown. Iowa's up 14-0.
Third Iowa drive, every aspect of Iowa's offense was in sync as Beathard throws the 42-yard pass to Riley McCarron to put Iowa up 21-0 to end the first quarter.
We didn't see the offense slow down in the second quarter as Iowa went up 35-7 to go into halftime.
As Iowa was absolutely dominant, the second string got some action, but unfortunately they let up 3 different touchdowns to put Purdue within 12 in the second half. But Desmond King finally got his first interception of the year in the fourth quarter to put Iowa up 49-35 to end the game.
We made an emphasis this week in practice that we wanted to get off to a quicker start offensively and stay at it, stay on them. Even if we go up, just stay at it. And, we did a good job getting that first start and played a really good first half.
As anyone could tell, the offense really showed up against Purdue. It wasn't only the pass game where Riley McCarron caught for 74 yards and George Kittle caught for 31 yards. It was also the dominant run game. Mary Kate Herron has more from Ross Ade Field.
The Hawkeyes came out strong against Purdue on Saturday, and we definitely saw a completely different team offensively. The team's run game completely took over as they rushed for a total of 365 yards. By the end of the first quarter, the Hawkeyes were up 21-0, and the offense showed they were done with their previous slow starts.
It all started with bouncing back after the Northwestern loss. We came in and we prepared 2 weeks straight. We just got to be consistent. We got to keep up the preparation, just correcting the little things, and we'll be ready. We should be ready.
While the offense as a whole definitely stepped up on Saturday, it was the run game that Purdue just couldn't seem to find a way to stop. Both Wadley and Daniels rushed for over 100 yards each and are ready to continue to play this way for the rest of the season.
Akram and LaShawn do a lot of great things. There's some things that Akram does better than LaShawn, some that LaShawn does better than Ak. But when you can get both those guys touches, and when the offensive line is working like they were today, opening up holes for those guys, and they turn those 8-yard runs into big plays like they did today.
This whole season, at the beginning of the season, all we could talk about is both of us rushing for at least 100 yards apiece. And I believe this was the first game I had at least 100 and he had 100. So we both proud of each other. We just got to keep it up.
We feed off each other's energy all the time. So for us to compliment each other the way that we did today was just excellent for us. Obviously as a team in running the ball, that's something that we wanted to establish today, and I thought we did an excellent job with that. And with us just complimenting each other so well right now, I just think it's something that we got to continue to build on and use for the rest of the season.
It's it's just another weapon. I think it's something that we can use, and whether the coaches think that's a good idea or not, that's going to be up to them. But I think if it works, it works.
Not only was it great to see the run game as dominant as it was, but the offense is no doubt playing more in sync as each week goes by. There were a few injuries, though, on Saturday, with Keegan Render stepping in for Cole Croston, and we also saw George Kittle go out with some sort of foot strain. From Ross Ade Stadium, this has been Mary Kate Herron, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Hopefully this new offense shows up next Saturday against number 10 Wisconsin as Iowa is back inside Kinnick Stadium. Tomorrow we will have more on the defensive side of the ball.
The Iowa women's soccer team had two big competitions this past weekend, Northwestern on Thursday and Illinois Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, the Hawkeyes were unable to come away with any victories after Northwestern defeated them 1-0 and Illinois 2-1, spoiling the Hawkeyes senior day.
Kara Marbury's goal in the 19th minute gave Illinois the early lead. Throughout the rest of the half, the Illini held off the Iowa offense, giving them a 1-0 advantage going into the second.
Even with 6 total saves for goalkeeper Claire Graves, Illinois found a way to sneak another goal in. Taylor Peterson took charge, scoring an unassisted goal to give Illinois the 2-0 lead with less than 10 minutes left in the game.
Still hopeful and eager, freshman Natalie Winters stepped up and scored with little time left for her second goal of the season off an assist by Devin Burns.
Unfortunately, the goal was a little too late for the Hawkeyes, leaving them with their 8th Big Ten loss.
Unfortunately, that we chose as a team to be able to be flat for the first time all year, and we maybe mentality-wise and physically we were beat before we even started stepping on the field today. And we need to learn to be able to be better prepared physically and mentally early on in the game, and this is a game we thought we could win, and in the end Illinois is better than us today.
Iowa soccer finishes out their season on the road at Maryland this Friday and at Nebraska next Wednesday.
Remember to tune back into us tomorrow for more Iowa football, and we throw in a former Iowa baseball player's journey as well. Nikki, back to you.
That's all we have for you on Daily Iowan TV. Have a great day, Iowa City.